Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel here on youtube.com/Kelley Parker. Today we're diving into a foundational topic for anyone interested in IT, cybersecurity, cloud, home labs, or just technology in general. What exactly is the Linux operating system? Whether you're brand new to Linux or you've used it without realizing it, by the end of this video you'll understand what Linux is, why it exists, and why it's one of the most important technologies powering the modern world. What is an operating system? Before we even talk about Linux, let's quickly define what an operating system is. An operating system, often shortened to OS, is basically the middleman between you and your computer's hardware. It manages memory, processes, storage, devices, permissions, and lets applications run. Windows, macOS, Android, iOS, these are all operating systems. So where does Linux fit in? What is Linux? Linux is a free open source operating system kernel first created in 1991 by Linus Torvalds. The kernel is the core of the operating system. It controls the CPU, memory, devices, and system-level operations. When you hear Linux, people often mean the entire operating system built around this kernel. But unlike Windows or macOS, Linux is not owned by a corporation. It's developed by a global community of individuals and companies. Anyone can download the source code, modify it, redistribute it, or build their own version of Linux. Because of this, the Linux ecosystem exploded into hundreds of different distributions, each optimized for different use cases. Where you're already using Linux. Most people don't realize this, but you already use Linux every single day, probably dozens or even hundreds of times. Android phones, they run on the Linux kernel. Smart TVs and streaming boxes, Linux. Internet routers, usually Linux. Cloud servers at Google, Amazon, Meta, Netflix, Twitter, almost all Linux. Supercomputers, 100% of the top 500 run Linux. So even if you've never installed Linux on your laptop, your life is surrounded by it. Why Linux was created? Back in the early 90s, Unix systems were powerful but expensive, and hobbyists didn't have access to high-performance multitasking operating systems. Linus Torvalds created Linux as a free alternative for students, developers, and researchers. Over the next 3 decades, the community expanded it into the most widely used server operating system on the planet. Linux became popular because it was 1. Free to use, 2. Open to modify, 3. Stable and secure, 4. Highly customizable, and 5. Supported by a massive global community. Why Linux matters today? Linux matters because it powers modern computing, from cloud servers to AI research clusters, to containers and Kubernetes environments. If you work in IT, DevOps, cloud engineering, cybersecurity, or software development, you're almost guaranteed to work with Linux daily. It's reliable, secure, efficient, and extremely flexible. You can run it on anything from a Raspberry Pi to a multi-million-dollar supercomputer. It scales better than almost any other operating system, and because it's open source, it evolves rapidly thanks to contributions from companies like Red Hat, Canonical, Intel, Google, Samsung, and many others. So to wrap this up, so that's the foundation. Linux is a free, open source operating system kernel that has grown into the backbone of modern computing. If you're getting started in IT, learning Linux is one of the best investments you can make. It will open up opportunities, cloud, networking, DevOps, cybersecurity, and system administration. If you'd like a follow-up video on how to install Linux or a beginner crash course, drop a comment below and let's move on to the next video.